The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Daniels back to throw. Throws knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
No touch it. No touch it.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense. Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Great, set. No touch it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be tackled after getting it up to the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
19 right.
From the 28. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he makes the let's go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Daniels coming back after that pick. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one misses the tight end. And now they face 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's brought in by White. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Daniels on 1st down. Setting up the screen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Again, Daniels to the air. He'll get this complete to White. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Daniels. It's into the hands of White. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10 now. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And
he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return coming from the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Great. Set. Delta.
From the pistol, Hurts. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Go, set. Alpha, alpha, alpha. 63, 63, 63.
On third down, it's Hurts. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. Second down now, 7 to go. Give now to the running back. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now Daniels to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
No, set. No,
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Tiger Hornet. Good, set. No,
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Wilson on a slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Good, set. No,
On 1st down, Hurts. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field, Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eagles loading up the secondary. Dime look coming, 3rd down.
Right here. Here we go. Here we go. At the street. At the street. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Here's Daniels. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll try and punch it in. It's across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Returnable from the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great, great, great. Set. Delta.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's keeping it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He's got a man left. He's still going at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
73. Delta.
Kurtz now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit tough one to retain through that hit. So second down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Just a tremendous effort from the defense there. A sense of urgency on first down in the red zone. Got to find a way to knock this offense backwards, and the defense just did.
The give here on second. And the look outside yields no fruit. They make the stop near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and long for him here. He's on the move. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down. Here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Out comes the field goal unit. The Eagles trying for 3. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Commanders who have it, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Gets it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Putting a receiver in motion.
Go.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
19, Charger, 97.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Setting up the running back screen. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Cut out left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He sends this one to the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Pretty fortunately so. That was a big risk, nearly an end zone turnover. Instead, it brings up 4th down.
You know, that's a risk of putting up a jump ball in the end zone. You know, some of these defenders in this day and age can go up and get it with the best of the receivers. That's one they got away with. Should have been a pick and, frankly, a touchback.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. He's on the move. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
Back to throw. Hurts. To the left side and wheeled in by Wilson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
No touch that. No touch that.
First down throwing for Hurts. Escapes out to the left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's trying another one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Looking to throw. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Quan Martin with the pick. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field. You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, and they go right back to him. He's up again. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back-to-back carries here. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders grow their lead to 8. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Don't touch that. Don't touch it.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Hey! Great, set. Don't touch.
Hurts looking to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On the move, headed right. He's running with it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Don't touch that. Don't touch.
Trying again, following the sack. Escapes the pocket. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the 1st.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Hey, easy. 63, bang. No,
Hurts to throw. Complete beyond the marker. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. Oh, he loses the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Let's go now. 19 tight. Hurt. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That run complete to Turner. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Ready.
Handoff now from the gun. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, be able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
18 ready. Warriors 70.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Gets everything he has. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles get it back on the final play of the quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Great. Set. Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Hauled in left side. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the 1st.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Delta.
From the 42. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Delta set. Go silver, ready? Delta.
On first down, Hurts. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hurts throwing again. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Buys time, rolling right.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Great, set. Delta.
Running for the marker on second. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Delta, set. Yeti. Delta.
Hurts now from the gun. And they're all over him. He goes down. A flag goes down as well, though. Let's wait and see which side this is on. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal.
Delta.
Hurts. He brings it in. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for two.
Delta.
He's throwing for it. Flush down now to his left. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the fourth quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for two in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Reload.
Plowing up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he can do like we just saw.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Another carry for him. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Daniels on first down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. Wilson on the slant. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That's now a handful of sacks for the defense and a handful of bruises for the quarterback. Consider this, Kate. Truly elite defenses in this league, well, they average just over 3 sacks a game during an entire season. You put up 5 in a contest, you're playing like one of the league's best.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Taking a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the posts. And late in the 4th, we stay tied.
Well, they got the chance to kick a potential game winner, Kate, and that's all that kicker wanted, a chance. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And all he can hope now, tie game late here, is that his counterpart across the way, warming up in that kicking net, well, he doesn't get the chance to end it himself.
They'll run it from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here he is to throw. That's brought in by White. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to fight his way down to the 35-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
60 back. Let's go now. Take off.
Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Slot receiver headed left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He's inside the 10. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Here's Slide to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Can't happen. I mean, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Now to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
He's on the move. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Philadelphia.